Hello everybody, my name is Deku and welcome back to me reacting to the rest of Epic the Musical. The last video did pretty well, but this time I want to continue going with what we were doing before, because honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. I want to keep watching it, and I think that so far it's really, really good. I even saw one of my friends listening to it on Spotify. I saw like the status on Discord that she was listening to it. I was like, man, I gotta keep watching. I really, really do. So today we will be watching Storm, Luck Runs Out, Keep Your Friends Close, and Ruthlessness. And that encompasses another saga. It'll be in the title. I don't remember what the thing was, and I just looked at it. But, again, I really am not too familiar with the Odyssey and Odysseus, or the Iliad. Usually, I'm more, knowledgeable on, the gods themselves and, the themes and other things like that. So, let's get into this, shall we?
These waves and tides have grown in strength and size. Is it nature or divine, or a blessing in disguise? Our homes inside, this storm's our final fight. There's no time to die. Comrades, sir, brace for a storm. The likes of which we've never seen before. Brace for a storm. With hope so close, we must keep pushing forward. Full speed ahead towards the island, but avoid the crashing waves. Tread where the tide is flat, and then you will be safe. Captain, we will capsize with these waves. Our fleet will fail. Have them follow my ship, all ensure that we prevail. We're taking too much damage to survive. We'll beat the storm. At this rate, we won't make it out alive. Help to
Ooh.
an island in the sky.
The Aether?
Just grab the harpoon.
Sorry.
As many as you can find. What do you have in mind? We're gonna shoot for the sky. What? Storm, storm. Everyone grab a harpoon and aim it high. Storm, storm. We're shooting for the island in the sky. In the sky.
Huh. Interesting. I wonder if the god that's going to be talked about could be Hera, because she does have some dominion over the sky, but it could also be Aelios. I think it was the god of wind and the like. That could also be one of the ones that is being going to be referenced here. The animation was okay. I'll be nice and not say that it was like shit or anything, because it wasn't. It was still very good, but it was definitely very different and basic as compared to the previous animations that we've seen with this. And also the song too. And it was okay. The song was okay. It kind of felt like a filler song where, usually you might have just a bit of dialogue in like a play, instead talking about, oh my god, look, an island in the sky. Holy shit, Skypea!
Please don't tell me you're about to do what I think you'll do. You've heard the legends of the island in the sky. This proves they're true. We're in the home of the wind god. We don't know for sure. How many floating islands have you seen before? This is the home of the wind god. And what's your plan? I'm gonna climb to the top and ask him for a hand. You could be
there is a few different wind gods in Greek myth. There's Helios. Then there's Eros, I think his name is. Like arrow, like an airplane, aeroplane. Then I think there's another one, like a female goddess, Nike. No, that's goddess of victory. Fuck, I'm trying to think. Hera had some dominion over the sky. Older interpretations said that Poseidon had dominion over the sky, as well as like earthquakes and stuff like that.
Of God and lose your life, or place of this God and infuse us with strife. Don't forget how dangerous the gods are. Have faith, friend, we've come this far. Yes, but how much longer till your luck runs out? How much longer till the show?
Also, they have to remember that Pleiades just got, flatlined, dude. Just annihilated by the giant. That is a song that I have been constantly like re-listening to. Is the I think Survive, I think it's called. Yeah, Survive.
Until we all fall down, you rely on wind and people die on it. Whoa. I still believe in goodness. I still believe that we could be kind. Lead from the heart.
You think that he's acting this way because he's trying to like overcorrect for the death of Pleiades, and that's why he's saying all this stuff is to carry on what Pleiades like believed in and the like. And you can even hear in his inflection there that his voice kind of raises up a little bit, much like how Pleiades' voice was a bit of a higher pitch.
And see what starts. And what will we do when it tears us apart? Where is this coming
from? Headband. The headband.
I just don't want to see another life end. You're like the brother I could never do without. And suddenly you doubt that I could figure this out. Captain, how much longer till your luck runs out? How much longer till the show goes south? How much longer till we all fall down? You rely on wish and people die on it. Whoa, how much longer till the snake breaks free? How much longer till your great day sees? How much longer till your strength takes leave? You rely on wish and people die on it. Whoa. Thank you for the concern, but brother, I can assure you, our journey is almost done. I understand that we're tired, I understand that we're phased, but don't forget how much we've already faced. I took 600 men to war and not one of them died there. In case you needed a reminder, if you'd like to speak more, let me pull you aside then. I need to talk to you in private.
Woo! He was like, fuck you, bitch. You have something to say it to me in private.
I can't have you planting seeds of doubt. I can't have you disagreeing each route. I need you to always be devout and comply with this, or we'll all die in this. Oh,
damn.
Okay. Thank you.
He's asking for unwavering loyalty, absolute devotion. He doesn't want anything. Not good. Not good. Not to say that there can't be leaders and loyalty and, what I say goes, other things like that. But you need counsel. You need other people around you, right? But that's kind of like one of the downfalls and pitfalls of this kind of stuff, is that it might go to your head and you might think you're the only one that's right. Is that it?
Please don't tell me you're about it.
It is. Interesting. Interesting. Flashing.
Great wind god Aeolus. I don't know
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
if you know this, but our path to home is blocked.
The reason why I remember that is because that's one of the only gods that I remember like learning about. It has like the weird AE, the AE, where it's like an A and an E combined together.
An impenetrable storm. I ask for your assistance, so we at last can go the distance. Can you cast?
So how will this person be represented? How do they tie into the themes and emotions and ideas of the concept of wind? Will they be very free-spirited, free like waving and everything like that, very happy, very much of a breezy attitude? They can maybe even turn on a dime, or will they be much more harsh? Because sometimes that's a way that you can interpret that and symbolize that of being connected to wind, is that you might have the certain aspects of emotions of wind, of like calmness and maybe even breeze and like lightness, like light emotions, and then suddenly be able to turn on a dime, like a tornado or a twister or a hurricane.
The perfect winds for us and aid our journey home.
Ha ha ha! I am the wind, twisting and turning. I give the fire enough to stay burning. Let's play a game.
A game?
That's what I'm serving, and if you win, you will get what you're yearning.
Deal.
Take a look right here at this bag. It has the winds of the storm all trapped. All you gotta do is not open.
SpongeBob, did you open my bag of carbon monoxide? No, but theoretically, if we did, how do you close it?
This bag.
Sounds too easy, what's the catch?
Ha ha ha! Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Never really know who you can trust.
Clowns.
If they wanna get the bag open, you gotta say no, sir. Sometimes killing is a must.
What?
'Cause the end always justifies the means. Friends turn to foes in rivalry. So keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Never really know who you can trust. Never really know who you can trust.
So like happy and everything, but it's like, be very scared. Be very, very scared.
Captain, what's happening? What's trapped in that bag? Something dangerous, friends, we mustn't lag.
It's treasure.
What?
Bye-bye.
Open the bag! Let's see what you got. No, do not! Everybody listen closely. See how this bag is closed? That's how it's supposed to be. This bag has the storm inside. We cannot let the treasure rumor fly. We'll try.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Never really know who you can trust.
Now I wanna get
A trickster. Okay, a trickster, because the winds twist and turn, much like how, almost like being able to carry rumors on the wind. You know, they will be able, almost like if you speak into the wind, the words will become distorted over a distance, but were carried by the wind. You could even interpret that the wind itself is the thing changing it.
the bag open so they can have closure.
Sometimes thinking is a must.
'Cause the end always justifies the means.
Everything's changed since polity, so
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
never really know who you can trust.
Really know who you can trust.
For 9 days I've stayed wide awake, trying to make it home with no storm or tidal wave. I remain unopposed, the bag is still closing. I'm getting closer to you. I can't wait to make some new memories.
I was almost confused. I was like, isn't Penelope the goddess of the underworld? But no, that's Persephone.
Time for me to be the father I never was. Just keep your eyes open. Why are my eyes and my heart and my soul so heavy? Just keep your
You think
eyes
he'll
open.
you think he'll be the one to open the bag?
I keep on trying to embrace you both. Why won't you let me? Just keep your eyes open. So much has changed, but I'm the same. Yes, I'm the same. Just keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
Wake up. Wake up! Odysseus, they're opening the bag! Wake up!
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Never really know who you can
Never
trust.
really know who you can trust.
Where's the storm taking us?
I said to keep the bag closed, but you weren't compliant. If I had to guess, you're headed to the land of the giants.
Well, I fucking called that one.
Help me close the bag! But sir, it's too late! We can save whatever wind is left to use another day! Come on!
Hypothetically, how do we close it? Dude, do you not know how strong you have to be? Okay, theoretically, if that is that is unmoving, but it has like torrential winds coming out of it, do you not know how strong you have to be to actually like push that down?
Odysseus of Ithaca! Do you know who I am?
No. No. Who are you? Who are you? I don't know who you are. 420. Oh shit, a hippocamp. Oh yeah.
Poseidon. In all my years of living, it isn't very often that I get pissed off. I try to chill with the waves, but damn, you crossed the line.
Because of Polyphemus, a child of... the Cyclopses are the children of Poseidon.
I've been so gracious, and yet you hurt the son of mine. That's right.
It is so interesting to be able to look at the Greek gods and to see how the things that they are dominion over also is reflected symbolically in their personalities, right? Chill waves, calm, even fun, flowing, helpful, and so on like that. But then it can also turn on a dime and just be torrential, hurricanes, tsunamis, earthquakes, right? Temperamental.
The Cyclops you made blind is mine.
Because, like, imagine that. Imagine, like, you are coming up with a god. You have no other ideas except for that which is around you. You are living on an island, and you see just how temperamental the waves can be. Sometime whenever they're close, they can be, you know, very calm and elegant and even crystal clear. But then sometimes they're raging. I also just noticed he has like a wave on his neck. That's very cool. And I also like the water arm. The water arm is very cool. But cool, I get it. Yeah. Is then imagine like if you're trying to come up with ideas and you don't know exactly how to explain these things, you might think about deities or all-powerful entities that are able to do these things. And if you are trying to come up with one for the ocean, you would imagine that the one who is responsible for that is just as the waves are. So sometimes they're calm, but sometimes they're very dangerous.
No. I'm left without a choice and without a doubt. Yes, the back of wolves are swimming with the shark now. I gotta make you bleed. I need to see you drown. But before you go, I need to make you learn how ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Ourselves. You are the worst kind of good, 'cause you're not even great. A Greek who reeks of false righteousness, that's what I hate. 'Cause you fight to save lives, but won't kill and don't get the job done. I mean, you totally could have avoided all this had you just killed my son. But no. You are far too nice. Mercy has a price. It's the final crack. We're about to break the ice now. You reveal your...
Yeah, because under some interpretations, you could be saying that you are just torturing him. Instead of killing somebody who was attacking you and putting a definitive end to it, you chose to save your own emotions first and let them live at the cost of being tortured by being eyeless. And thus you are relieved by a nebulous idea that somebody is left alive instead of actually the reasoning of why they needed to be left alive in the first place. It's all this ethical thing that you just kind of came up with to make yourself feel better. It could be interpreted that way, which is why Poseidon would probably not have had an issue had he killed Polyphemus, because then that's a fair fight. But losing the eye and then not finishing the fight could be, again, interpreted that you're just torturing him, worse than even killing him, because at least with killing, you have a definite end. But if you just leave them alive and you hurt them once, then you're just allowing them to stew into torture and other things like that, depending on intention and other things like that. Which also comes back around to the idea of the title of the song. Ruthless is, it might even not just be talking about Poseidon, my absolute fucking goat, but also Odysseus himself.
Then you let him live. Unlike you, I got no mercy left to give. 'Cause ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves. Ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
Very interesting too, because ironically, just like, well, actually very fittingly, just like with Greek tragedies and like, it's asking very hard questions. But it does come down to, depends on what's going on. I think that I had mentioned in the first episode that he didn't have to kill the giant. He didn't need to kill the Cyclops at all. But the reasonings why multiple characters that we've seen wanted him to kill them and why he himself didn't are all very different. Athena wanted him to kill him because that's a warrior. You always finish what you start, right? But then there's Polites, who didn't want him to die because, well, the fight was over. You don't need to do any more because that's not your purpose. Odysseus was following after Polites, but also there was his own reasoning to it as well, is that he, almost a little bit of selfishness. He wanted to fight, but then just to not finish it and to kind of let it get away without any kind of major consequence, right? And now we see Poseidon. Poseidon is angry, not because of the fight or because of the fact that it wasn't ended or that he or anything like that. It was specifically why it wasn't ended. Athena, it was ended, plain and simple. It shouldn't have been. Polites didn't want it to continue. Odysseus wanted it to didn't want it to keep going. but had it in him to continue, but out of his own prerogative left the giant alive, which instead of sparing or mercy in a way of like giving them another chance, or even as a form of not reparations, not redemption, but like as a form of changing or allowing him to become better afterwards, it can be read as a more selfish decision. But now here's Poseidon, similar in those kinds of lines of thinking, but he's more specifically just angry at the fact that the supposed mercy was actually ruthlessness, torture. Instead of fighting and killing, where they were both going into it wanting to possibly live or die or anything like that, where there could be a form of honor, which is ironic that it's another form of like morals, in a moralized aspect of the situation. But there is also the idea that Odysseus, it could be seen as torturing him instead of, doing so fairly and the like.
And now it is finally time to say goodbye. Today you die, unless of course you apologize for my son's pain and all his cries. Poseidon, we meant no harm, we only hurt him to disarm him. We took no pleasure in his pain, we only wanted to escape. The line between naivety and hopefulness is almost invisible, so close your hearts. The world is dark and ruthlessness is die.
The bag.
What have you done? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? 43 left under your command. When does a man become a monster? I am your darkest moment, the monster that always draws near. Any last words? All I gotta do is open this bag. What? Remember me.
the ships in the hair, that's so sick. That's so cool. That is so cool. Wow. I love that. I love that. Is that Zagreus? That's cool. This guy almost looks familiar too. This one too, but I don't know. Anyway, I love that. I loved that. It asks a lot of questions, and the fucking song is like a banger, right? With the repeating of like Poseidon. Love it. I also love his design. The way that he's depicted, awesome. But thank you all so much for watching. I've already said all my thoughts throughout this. This was awesome. I'm loving Epic the Musical so far, and I really want to keep going with it. But if you want to support me and give me motivation to keep going, well, I have a Patreon down below. It's as low as 99 cents. There's also offers for 99% off, depending on if you join for free and then wait a little bit. You'll get like one of the offers like, hey, join for 99% off. Then there's also YouTube, who's also 99 cents, I'm pretty sure. But I think Patreon might be $2.50. There's all sorts of tiers, all sorts of amounts. You could donate in the live stream here, or you can give a super chat down below if you just want a one-time donation, or you can go through CashApp. I have a CashApp as well. memberships. You know, you get your name listed, all this other stuff. Very, very cool. It helps tremendously. It truly, truly does. But thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you to the members and patrons, aka the Ultimate Pirate Fleet. Saline, Peachy Bun, Sleepy Sheepy, Lola Barzal, Finch R, Eminelli, Belle, Lilig McMillan, Henri, Shira, Angel313, Andrew Ortega, Ariana Henry, Yoan, Test, Helen, Miles Morales, Buglarka Boggy, Another Dragon, Moons AW, On You, Lind, the Vocaloid Nerd ARG, Distar, Leah, Yui Izumi, AT, Chocobo/Chris, Annie, Sheng Guang, Number 1 Ash Bradley fan, Michaela Malone, Gondala, Haruka Sakurai, It's Hope, Mealy, Sin Amon Klein CEO, Ori, Questionable Decisions, Endami Sochiro, Shali, Purest Failure, Shelly, Joe, Futa Kajiyama, Nami WP, Kaku, Gukan, Mono, Cerulean, Brixie, Undying Flames, Nail, Rookie Go Boom, Pregnant Valentino, Hey, Makoto Kayano, Luca, Lunar Eclipse, Valis, Tavita, Anna Beatrice, Lalikosi, Kos, Ariana Scroggins, Zyra Yavuz, Lilith, Kachi Ryan. And now for a very special thank you to the paid tiers, starting with Fresh Pirates, Yui Izumi, Shelly, Angel313, and Haruka Sakurai, and Flowers. And now for the crewmates, Saline, Makoto Kayano, and Shelly. If you wish to support me, you can do so through the links in the description down below. You are all a part of the crew, but only some of you are listed if you click the links. It's as low as free or paid at 99 cents. Thank you.